And baby, you're all that I want when you lie here in my arms. I'm hungry hard to believe. Is anyone there? How come there is no one? It's been almost 2 minutes and still there is no one here. I wonder where are you guys, man? Or kiss me once and kiss me twice and kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. I never knew there. Japan's just scrolling through my phone, YouTube, So, hey, someone is here. Hello. Checking out other people's content. Hey, it's Maddie. Hello, Maddie. Hey, where you from, Maddie? And how was your weekend going on? Let me know. Scrolling through my YouTube. Hey, Obex lover P4L. Hello, hello, hello. Florida, nice place. I have a friend there. She lives in West Palm Beach, if I'm not wrong. Okay, those who have just joined for the first time, I make content about travel blogging, martial art, and also music. Please give your support so that I can grow more. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah, it's going. How is yours? So just normal Sunday, like nothing special happened. Just went out with my friend to have some pork. I had some delicious pork after a long time. What about you? What you're doing today? And what sort of content you like to watch on YouTube? Okay. 8 people is here, and those who have just joined, please subscribe if you haven't, so that I can grow. I make content related to traveling. Recently I've completed my Southeast Asia trip. Maybe this time I'll go to Middle East. I don't know, Middle East or the Central East. Let's see, man. Yeah, I'm cooking dinner already. Oh, what you cooking? Are you cooking steaks, if I'm not wrong? I think in Florida they have good Cuban sandwiches, right, if I'm not wrong. Hi, Delicious. Hey, my friend from Brazil. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back, man. Andre, I remember you were here last night. Yes, Andre, I remember you. All are to Brazil, bro. Yesterday you were there, I know. How are you doing? Teach me some Portuguese, bro. I need to learn some Portuguese. So teach me some of the words, I forgot. I only know obrigado, obrigado. Hola, you know. I think you say manhina, manhino to brother and sister, right? Amigo, amiga. Some few basic word I know. And what happened to you, Mary? What you cooking? Let me know what you're cooking. I've made a whole chicken, veggies, rice, all that good stuff. Restaurants here are pretty amazing. Oh, it's giving. Oh, sounds delicious. I love chicken and rice, man. Obrigado. Yeah, obrigado. Sorry, my Portuguese is really weak. I'm thinking to learn some Spanish as well. Maybe soon in near future I'll go to Southeast. I'm sorry, maybe South America. I don't know. I'm thinking to go to South America. It's always been my dream destination. To explore through Brazil, Argentina, and what do you call Cuba, uh, Puerto Rico, and Bolivia. Yeah, I have one friend from Bolivia. He's a really nice person. I met him on 25th December last year, um, on Vietnam Ho Chi Minh City airport, man, and we explored first day of our Thailand, and he was a nice friend. So, how's your weekend going on, Andre? And Mary, I hope you enjoy your dinner, man. It's really sounds delicious. I really love chicken, I love chicken, I love steaks, food. I love to try different countries' food, man. I really love to try different countries' food, try their unique cuisines and all, to always make me fascinate, about the other people's culture and their cuisine. And personally, I love to try cooking as well. I cook pretty well, like I'm not saying things behalf of me, but I love to cook. And those who have just joined, please subscribe to my channel so that I can wait. Thanks. I can't wait until it's ready. The house smells amazing. No wonder your house would be smelling really nice by now. That's really tempting. That's really tempting. I already had my dinner, but now after talking to you, I feel like I can have some bite. Like I want to try your chicken with rice. So, what are the food that you like to eat? Like, what's your favorite cuisine? If you're talking about international food as well, what's your favorite things to try out? What sort of things you like? Are you a spicy lover? What time is it, and where are you? I'm from like East India. Is very far, from the mainland India, and it's right now it's 1:43 in the morning. 1:43 a.m. in the morning. And what about in Florida? I think it will be around like 11 hours away from us. I think it will be around 4 or 3 or 2 p.m. evening, noon time. I think if I'm not wrong. Okay, it's 3 to 13 p.m. here. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I like cajon, shrimp, pasta. All pastas really. Pizza, burgers, everything greasy and not good for you, Wesley. That's really nice. I couldn't argue with you because I'm a big fan of greasy food. As you know that I'm from India by now, that and we eat a lot of greasy food. Mostly we put a lot of butter and what do you call the ghee? I don't know how to translate that in English. I think it's clarified butter, and our cooking is full of a lot of greasy stuff, and it's obviously it's not good for health. If we talk about health and all, it's not good, but it's mouth watering for sure. It's mouth watering for sure. And I also like Japanese food. What about you? Like, are you a food enthusiast? I would love to try Indian food. You never tried? You haven't tried? If you want to try some Indian food, I think in New York they have very good. Thank you so much, Maddie. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you want to try some good authentic Indian food in the states, maybe Texas have pretty amazing places, and also in New York. I think in Queen neighborhood in Queens, New York, they have very famous places for Indians and Indian food. Mostly, I don't know, is it safe to travel or go through those neighborhood and all? Because I've never been there personally, but I have seen a lot of people putting a lot of food things and all, not really Indian food, just frozen from Walmart. So I don't know. Okay, personally, frozen food. If it's Indian cuisine, it's supposed to be authentic. If it's authentic, then it has to be raw and fresh from the butcher shop. Maybe in Queens, New York, maybe you can get it, but I don't know where you will get good food in Miami. But I'm not. I think you will get it somewhere around. And if there's one restaurant in New York, it's really famous, and they actually cook in authentic way. Because I have seen a lot of YouTube videos about that place. The place is called the Maka, and this place is pretty famous. And you have to book a reservation for that. So many content creators are also making videos about the place, and I came to know I'm at the top of Florida in the Panhandle. Okay, okay, and maybe you can get something. But tell me more about like, are you into Cuban foods? I think Florida. I came to know about Florida, more precisely after watching that famous series called Dexter. I don't know whether you heard about it or not. If you haven't, I think Dexter is Miami's most. Oh, I'm sorry about the light. My ring light is okay. Give me 1 second to fix my ring light. I think Florida is pretty much famous for that series called Dexter. I'm not sure whether you have watched it or not. I am a big fan of Dexter. Have you seen that series? It's about Miami's favorite. Yeah, I know of Dexter. I've never been to Miami. I wish. I'm not in the fun part of Florida. Okay, tell me more about your neighborhood, cause I've never been there for Florida, so I don't have any much knowledge about your place. All I know West Palm Beach and Miami, and that's pretty much it. Why on earth my ring light is not working? I'm using this small little light for camping. Recently, I purchased it for my next trip so that I can use it for all my camping and all. And that's what is giving me backup. I don't know why on earth this is not working. Tell me more about your Florida. Like, what are the things there are like mostly known of, and what are the things is good in your neighborhood? Like, what are the things to try, etc., etc. Oh my god, this is not at all working. Okay, somehow I fixed it. The light is on. I think you guys can see it or not. Yeah, it's gone again. Okay, let me give it. Okay, somehow it's working. Okay, okay, the light is back. Okay, hey you, hey Stephen, hello bro. We're talking about Florida. One of our new friend is here, and she's from Florida. She have just joined, and she is an amazing cook, I believe. Hurricanes, alligators, bears, and tornadoes. Okay, nice, interesting. Your life must be very interesting to live nearby the hurricanes, alligators, bears, and tornadoes, right? Uh, must be very adventurous. Must be very adventurous. Suddenly, my ring light is like broken. I'm not able to fix it, so I'm using this small little light. Okay, okay, okay. Now it came back. Okay, fine. I'll not touch my ring light so that we can speak without any interruption. I'm able to fix it. I'm so sorry for that, guys. I'm so sorry for that ring light. So much fun just before I came. Super intense to say the least. Go ahead, like we're all yours. Would love to know what happened. Super intense. Like I wonder what is the lights. Fine, you're doing great, man. Thank you so much, Maddie. What are the intense thing? I'm curious now. Like the latest thing, super intense. Like, is there some kind of news? Because I'm not really fond of watching news anymore, so I have no idea what's going on around the world. Like, if you can share, then we'll be very delighted. So much fun before I joined. Okay, let's have a little coke by then. I know it's also not good for health, but it's a Sunday, so I can have my cheat meal day. Already I had a lot of pork, and I haven't working out today. Just lying down, watching sports. So, so Maddie, like, how old are you? Like, are you into studies, or are you working somewhere, or you are full grown and living with your, partner or something? Let's tell us more about yourself. Let's see where this conversation goes. And personally, today I started this live streaming cause I was speaking to someone really known, and he was curious to know what kind of gadgets that I use, and I was also talking about what are the things that I was lacking in my last trip. I like have said many times in my previous live streaming that I had a little problem with my audio because I was not carrying any kind of microphones, and plus I was also not carrying any kind of tripod with myself last time because my old tripod was broken. Like the stick of my old tripod was broken. 35 mom of five children you have. Wow, that's really wonderful. I'm 31-year old, and I'm single. I don't have any kids. I'm single and I'm really really happy. Don't want to be mingle cause I have a little dream that I want to travel the whole world, and I don't want to settle down before that. So that's me. But that you are really lucky. I will say that you have five children of your own. That's really lovely, man. That's really nice. Congratulations for that. Loving the dream. Yes, 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 yes. Uh, maybe when your kids will grow up one day, maybe you can start traveling as well. I have I have seen a lot of people. They have started traveling around 60 and 80 after retirement. So it's like it's never. You're always young. You're. I don't know what I'm saying, man. I don't want to sound so jealous. Okay. Okay. But still, like, you can always travel. And I've also seen some of the people, they're also traveling with their kids, obviously, like, if they have one or two childs. It's like, but for me, I'll say that I've saved myself for these kind of settlements. I'm not criticizing anyone, like, those who have wanted to be at one place, it's also good for them. They have a stable thing to do. My life is not stable, to be honest, cause like, and every night is like I don't even know where I'm gonna wake up in the next morning. Cause it's just continuously moving and all, like hotel to hotel and all stuff like that. I may be sounding like a prostitute. I don't know whether it's sounding good or bad. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what am I talking about. So Steven was asking me like, what are the things that I bought and all. So today, Steven, I've got something. Maddie, like, let me say who is Steven. Steven is a very good friend of mine, and he was asking me what are the gadgets that I used in my last trip. And in my last videos, there are little problem with my audio because I was like recording with this GoPro, and I was not having any kind of tripod or something. So I was holding my camera without any tripod, just like that. And sometimes I did a little mistake by holding it like this, and which actually blocks the audio sound. I don't know whether you can see it on your screen or not. And there's a little hole over there, and sometimes I did the recording like that. Okay, it's fine. You sounds like a traveler, not a man of the night. Okay. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for understanding my words. I was just a little, feeling shy. Maybe didn't sounded nice, in a proper way. So I was saying, so sometimes I hold that thing and I recorded the video like that. That's why there are little audio lacking in my videos, and that's what I regret the most this time because I was not carrying any tripod. But this time I got this one, and actually I didn't purchase it. This little case, I don't know what they call it, case or cage, it comes with the GoPro. I think now they have stopped providing that. Damn, you should explore through all of these dude videos. This one is Crazy Explorer. Even come on, bro. I'm feeling shy, bro. Anyway, Steven, thank you so much. So this one, I think they have start giving away this with GoPro. Like nowadays, you have to purchase it. Purchase it with the GoPro accessories. But this one is really old camera, but it works perfectly well. So I got it back, and this tripod is not from GoPro. Last year I have purchased one gimbal, which I have spoiled. Like Again, it's my mistake. I did some stupid thing on it, and it got broken. But I took out the tripod. I took out the tripod stand, and let me take it out and show it to you. Okay, whole things are not by the main brand, except for that cage. Everything is like I got it from here and there, and I have attached it. I did little DIY stuff with it. Okay, it's with the brand called Hoham. I don't know whether you can see the name or not. There is no possibility that you'll be able to see it. It's over there. Okay, Hoham, and this one is came with another thing. Okay, it's a cool tripod, dude. Yeah, and I have attached it with this mount, the simple mount. Like, let me take it out and show it to you. It can be detached easily and also attached. This small little mount, and this is my weapon for my upcoming trip. I It's giving those pokey vibes. Why pokey vibes, bro? These are not weapons, and it's attached with it easily. And there's also one strap that I've got it from some other things. I don't remember, and I took it out from that thing, old thing. I think it was some, I don't know. You can also use it, especially if I'm recording while going to one place to another with a bike or car. Sometimes it's always good to capture videos from the bus or ride, and this will help me to not to lose my GoPro. And these are the minimal thing that I've got, because I don't want to get a big tripod, so that I don't want to, I don't need it. There is no need for like big tripod for now. Maybe soon, if YouTube starts paying me, maybe I'm thinking like, maybe not now, maybe in 1 or 2 3 years, I don't know, I'll purchase a drone. That's what I'm thinking. If YouTube gives me payment, definitely my second investment will be, first investment will be a new camera, obviously DJI Osmo, I'm thinking. And the third biggest thing will be a drone. Yeah, bro, that could be mounted on a helmet. Yeah, obviously it could be mounted on a helmet, but I'm not planning to mount it on a helmet. I'm just gonna simply keep it in my hand like this. And one more thing that I need to show you. That's why when you texted me, I said like, let's just do live streaming so that I can show you. You'll have better clarity with the thing. Next thing that I have purchased, and that is really cheap. You cannot imagine. It's almost like $3. It's like 250 Indian rupees, which is like $3. So this one I have got. I think you're gonna love this little thing. I found this on Amazon, bro, and it's really good thing. It has a little magnet behind. Also, it has a tripod. Can you guess, Steven, or anyone? Can you guess what kind of thing is that and what it does? You can actually keep it somewhere. Oh, oops. Better I keep it on my phone. Yeah, you can keep it somewhere. And it also has a magnet. Yeah, bro, this could be mounted on a helmet. Can you say what is this like? I want you guys to guess what this thing is. It also has an opener over here. You can open bottles and cans, but I never tried, so I don't know whether it works or not. And it also can be mounted at some place, like you can mount it on your straps, or in your fanny pack. Let's see. And you can also use it as a tripod. Let me show you how. Let me take this thing out. You can also attach it with a tripod, man. And this one is really cheap, man. Cheaper than I expected. Can you guess what it is? Yes, it's a light. Yes, it's a light, and look at the light. Let me turn off my ring light so that you can see how much brighter it is. Look, I can easily record with it, right? I can easily record with it. This time I can easily do, if I'm going on any kind of dark places, I can easily use my camera like this, and also hold that small little light. in my hand, and I can shoot around it. I can vlog around with it, and there won't be any problem with the light like I had last time. Last time obviously there are some places where there were no light. There were like a lot of noises in my videos, and it was completely dark out, and I had no options but to record and say things in the dark. Because it is what it is, and sometimes traveling around and making videos is kind of tough, especially at night. But this time, this is gonna be my big for help. This is gonna be my biggest ally, I'll say. And it also has three different light setup. One is like normal, and this one is little less bright, and this one is SOS mode. Just in case if I'm in any kind of trouble, I can use this light to flash out, and maybe I can send some signal to someone. That's what it's meant for, SOS. Okay, let's see. This sounds cool, right? Sounds cool. It's not sounds cool, it looks cool. I hope this will work. And packaging says that it will last at least 2 hours. Like I can do easily camping with it. And it has a C cable, so I can charge it with my from my power bank and all. Let me show you. It has a charging point of C over here. You can charge it anywhere with your power bank and all. I can simply attach it in my fanny pack, and I can carry it anywhere I go. This will not take many space, but the light is really louder. Sorry, bright, and it can also attach with some iron thing, some any kind of iron stick. So it'll be very good stuff, man. Very small thing, but powerful enough. You know, what do you think of this thing? That's a steal for that price. Yeah, man. Obviously, 250 rupees is like $3, man. $3. In $3 you're getting this thing. You don't need, and this one is exactly like the ring light that I'm using here. It's just almost like the same, like just you tell me the difference. You tell me the difference. Yeah, it's really powerful. It's small but really powerful. Obviously the ring light is ring light, but I don't have to carry this big light with me. This small dude can do the thing. And one more thing that I purchased is a new case for my GoPro, and I have got a carabiner with it. I don't need to keep it inside this time. I don't need to keep my camera inside my fanny pack. I can easily keep it here, and I can attach it anywhere uh, with this carabiner. I bought this carabiner, like 4 or 5 carabiners, and it cost me 450 something like this, $5 approximately, and I can carry it in I can strap it in my fanny pack, and I can go wherever I want. And maybe I look funny with it. Maybe I look funny with it, but let's see. It reminds me of this small little thing used in movies, especially where people are lost in the jungle and they use stuff like this. Hope I don't get lost, man. Fingers crossed. Maddie, are you still there? Or you're busy? I think Maddie's gone, man. Maddie, I'm so sorry. Like I forgot. I was like mentioning these things and all, like, and I forgot to ask you questions. I hope you'll be back. Are you still there, Maddie? Yeah. And the one who have just joined, like, please let me know your name so that we can connect. It reminds me of. And what are the other things that I need to show you? Let me know. The last message she put up, got to call. Okay, I haven't watched it. Oh, got a call. Okay. Yeah, Mary, take your time. Take your time. I was speaking in front of the camera. I haven't noticed the message. I'm so sorry for that. Please take your time, and if it's possible, come back again and let's talk more about normal things. Like life and all stuff like that. Where is my tripod? Okay, I found it. So, Steven, how was your day? I think you went to somewhere, right? Some fest or something. And how was it? Have you enjoyed it? And do you have any other questions regarding my gadgets? I'm really excited to use them, man. Yeah, it was great, bro. Okay, I'm glad that you had fun. So I was saying, like, I'm really glad that you had fun. And do you want to see, or do you have any other questions regarding my gadgets this time? Yes, definitely share more videos with you. Share some videos. Sure, definitely. WhatsApp me later on. Okay, I'll definitely gonna give it a check. Definitely. Okay. So let me check. Is there? I think Maddie have subscribed. Maybe someone new have subscribed or not. Let me check. Okay, one more subscription is there. I think it's from Maddie. And today's target is like three more subscribers so that I can reach at least 460. 460 is our target today. Okay, definitely. So, do you have any questions? Any questions? Anything you want to talk about? Cool accessories, bro. By the end of the day, these are known as life saving essentials. Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. Small things, like GoPro. What the GoPro thing is, they does, they have creators, bloggers, accessories, they call it, like if a GoPro is costing you around 33,000, which is like how much? 35, I think 3,500 US dollar. Yeah, it will be like 30,000 in our currency, and there will be like 10,000 more for the accessories. 10,000 is like 100 US dollar. I think 1,200 US dollars. 10,000. Yeah, not 1,200, 120 US dollars, not 1,200. I'm sorry. So it will be like 43,000 in our currency, and you will be like, hmm, what I was saying. Okay, and they charge a lot, and many of the things you don't even know, you're not never gonna use them as well. So many things there are like, and what do we need a mount for our helmet if we are a biker? I'm not a biker, so I don't need any mount for my helmet. Mostly one tripod with a stand, with this and a light and a microphone. Obviously, these four things are enough. And but what GoPro does is they wanted to sell you everything, so that whether you use it or not, but they still wanted to make you buy the stuff. Okay, someone have just joined. Please let me know your name and welcome to the channel. So there's the big company does, man, but we can always find the cheaper alternatives in on internet, and we can also use our head. We can. That's what I did. I, uh, I have seen people using tripod as a drone to outcome. They're really good. Tripod as a drone? I don't know. Like I haven't heard about it. Like what is that? Tripod as a drone? Like how come? Can you please elaborate? Tripod as a drone. I think maybe you're talking about the Insta 360 thing. They have this small, long tripod, and they throw it like this, and it goes all the way up and all like this. Maybe you're like those long one extendable. Maybe I think you're talking about the Insta 360 camera. Like the one have a little big tripod, and normally the creator he throw this camera on the up on the air like this, and they make a video from the air. Something like that happens. Maybe I personally I haven't used Insta 360. I think Thomas, the German guy, the one I have collaborated in my last video. I think he have Insta 360, but and he have a tripod, and I haven't saw him doing this kind of stuff. Maybe I think I know one guy who is in my Instagram. He's from Philippines, and normally he does make videos like that. I don't know. I'm not sure whether it's Insta 360 or any other camera. Okay, there are so many stuff, right? So many stuff they are inventing day by day. And those who have just joined, please let me know your name. I hope Mary is back. Mary, I'm so sorry. Like I forgot to see your text, but I've Stephen just told me like you had a call and that's why you went. You had to go. And those who have just joined, please let me know your name so that we can connect and let me know how is your day going on. If you have any questions regarding that, and if you have any kind of questions, I'll be delighted to answer. like those long ones. So, Steven, what you doing, bro? How the other people? I'm wondering, like, how other people they coordinate their live chats. Like what are the things they talk about? Normally, if I see, okay, answer. How was your day, bro? Day was just same. I woke up. I was sitting in front of my laptop. I went to upstairs. Today I decided not to work out. I was not feeling to do any workout, and I was lazy. I was lazy, so I was just walking around on the roof. Nothing special. I went outside with my cousin after text. We had a little conversation right around evening. I think yeah, evening time I made some what do you call thumbnails and all again, and I went outside with my cousin just to buy some pork meat. I had wonderful pork today. That's what I did. Like nothing special. I woke up around 2 o'clock, bro. Yesterday I slept, I don't know, around 8 or something in the morning, and that's pretty much it, bro. Now just like sitting in front of the live. Today was a lazy day, man. Nothing I have done. I did nothing. But tomorrow I'll start working again. Tomorrow I have to edit my video so that I think within next 2 days I have to upload again. So I'll start editing my video tomorrow, and tomorrow is the last video with me and Thomas, and it will be interesting because we will be exploring a lot of places. Some bars and all, like I have said last night, and after that there will be some Indian guys and whom I met in Thailand, one South Indian guy and one Nepali guy, and I'll be exploring with them. I'll be going into nightclubs, and also what happened. Do you know what happened in the nightclub? And there was one big what do you call club chain in Thailand called Phoenix. I've also visited their club, Phoenix Club in Surat, and I have already uploaded one video about it. I think around 1.5 months ago. It was interesting, and but when I went to the Chiang Mai Phoenix, what happened is I was with my two friends. One was Indian, like I have said, and another one is Nepali. So the Indian dude wanted to go to pee. So he went to the pee, and there was the smoking room uh, in the toilet. Like everybody was smoking in the toilet. They have the smoking zone which they made in the toilet, so it's okay. So he went to pee, and I was smoking, and the Nepali guy went with him, and they were giving massages while peeing. I can show you actually. It's in my camera. I can show you right now, like this. If you want a sneak peek, I can show it to you. So they were giving massages in the literally in the washroom, and I was outside. I was outside smoking. That Nepali dude came, and he was also shocked. He was surprised. He was saying, "Bro, this is what happened inside." They were giving massages while you were peeing, and I was like, first I thought that maybe he's like making fun. Maybe he's making this thing up. Like he's just lying or joking around. First, I didn't believe. He said, "No, bro, no, bro, it happened. I'm not lying to you." Blah blah blah, and he actually made a small video about it. And he said, "Bro, look, look at my phone. Look, they were giving massage." I was like, "What?" And I said, "I wanted to capture this for my blog." He said, "Yeah, but you have to give him a tip." I said, "It's okay. I can give him a tip. It's not a big deal." So I went inside to pee. I think I can show you if you want. Then I can show you right now. That'll be interesting. Like, what? Yeah. What are the benefits by doing? Just relaxation, bro. No, obviously you won't get a massage from a lady in that toilet, bro. Obviously there will be a guy. It's not a like proper Thai massage. Just a quick massage, little bit of what do you call cracking up your bones and all. Like I can show you. I can literally show you. It's in my camera. Oh, okay, let me get that clip. My English is getting rusty, right? Now I think it's not fluent like the way it was earlier, like few months back from now. I think, right? Just let me know what do you think. Like I think it's getting little fumbled again. Like I made mistake. Let me know what do you think. I think it's really rusty right now. because I'm in my native place, and I've been only speaking with my native language and all. So obviously I'm not practicing in English. So obviously there will be some words will be. It's good, bro. Okay, it's your kindness, I think, bro. Okay, let me take out that clip of massage, quick massage. It was interesting and it was also hilarious. Like while I was peeing, there was one guy, like doing this, doing that on my back. Interesting things happens in Thailand, man. Funny, interesting thing happens. Crazy, interesting thing happens. Okay, I think still I'm in Malaysia. Okay, there we go. Where is the place? Yes, I found it. Okay, can you see? I don't know whether you can see it or not. I'll play it again. Don't worry. I guess. I guess I'll be the first ever person to cover that on vlog. Yeah. Okay, let me play it again. So that if you, I don't know how much you were able to see it or not. He was giving me massage while I was peeing on a nightclub. That was really epic. I would say that was really interesting. I never thought that someone will give me massage. Obviously, I tipped that person while I was peeing in a nightclub. That was kind of awkward as well in compared to normal thing. I took Thai massages normally. Like people, they, what do you say? They have made it into a bad reputation. But bro, imagine what happened to a sensitive, innocent man. He will scream with it. Suppose like Indians, we Indians, normally we have a stereotype. Obviously, we do have a stereotype thinking of about a lot of things. And suppose like if he went to a night bar and he was just normally peeing, like okay, and there will be suddenly some guy. I think he'll scream, bro. I think he'll scream. He'll scream like his. I wonder what happened to the my Indian friend because he was the one who went first. Like I don't know how much surprised he was when he went there for the first time. And maybe what do you say? Maybe I'll go back to that feels like some chemistry happening there. Yeah, exactly. Like some chemistry, or maybe that person will think that someone is trying to touch that person in a wrong way. And obviously it'll be a shocking moment for no matter what. Like I don't think so anywhere on earth, in any nightclub, they have this kind of services. Like while peeing there is someone giving you massage on your back. Oh my god, like come on. Like people will be very, no matter how tough, rough and tough you are, if you go to a washroom and you are peeing and someone is touching your back, first reaction will be like this, bro, like boom. I wonder, man. uh, my Nepali friend, he told me, he aware of me, he aware me about it. And obviously, and I wanted to make a content, like that was something unique. So I went there with full acknowledgement, like I knew that this thing was about to come, and I wanted it because so that I can capture on my GoPro. But like you said, like for, was that for free? No, no, it wasn't free. It wasn't free. Like I tipped that guy. Like my Nepali friend, he said like I want a massage, and and he wants to shoot it. So obviously I had to tip him. I tipped him only 40 baht or 20 baht. I don't remember. I think 40 baht. Someone is screaming. Fuck it. I think I have tipped him some 40 baht. Like so. But it was for a quick 40 to 30 seconds. Like I think we have captured the entire massage scenario. When just imagine about the guy, the one who is working, like the one who have to give massage while others are peeing, man. Just I wonder how much, like, how do you say, how do you put it into words, man? How much like tragic It's his job, man. Like he have to give massage while others are peeing, man. The worst place on earth to give massage, especially Thai massage. And that's what. Okay, just imagine about his job. Some people have this kind of job, and we are complaining about our life, man. Especially, I'm complaining about my life. Okay. Woo. Why on earth? I won't be surprised if there is a camera in the washroom after that. You won't be surprised. Um, it's not a small washroom. I think it's a public washroom. Obviously, there will be a lot of cameras. Even when I was in Malaysia, there was a place. I suspected that place may have hidden cameras, cause you never know. Like you never know which person is creep, which person is not, and obviously that person have provided a lot of stuff, maybe for security reasons. There could be hidden cameras, you can never find out until or unless you have special devices. Even in Korea, like South Korea is very um, good country, very nice country, but they have a lot of problems with their privacy stuff like that. Like I've heard in South Korea and also in Japan, like, even in Japan, in Japan you cannot, they have this thing, like if you take a picture with your iPhone and stuff like that. Right now my phone is in silent, let me take a picture. If I take a picture, obviously, look, there is no sound. There is no sound, I'm taking pictures, there is no sound. But in Japan they have this rule. They have, you cannot hide the sound of your phone no matter what phone you're using, because they have security reasons and all, and people may have did something in their past, and they have hidden cameras problem. And there are YouTubers talking about this fact, maybe. And someone just have joined, please let me know your name so that you can connect. Today we're talking about gadgets, stuff that I'm gonna use in my next trip. Makes sense, it's a decent country, yeah, obviously. And there are like a lot of, every time I'm saying tell me your name, and the person is going away. Fuck that shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna smoke, man. Yeah, man. And we'll never find out which places what kind of stuff. There are myths, there are saying is that always use your phone's network. If you suspect any places where there might be any kind of camera, hidden camera, what you can do is like you just take out your phone, and if the network goes down, that means there will be some kind of camera. But it's a myth. Like you cannot never say like it does really work or not. But there are gadgets, there are like some gadgets you can find it on Amazon. You can Amazon.com. Someone is talking outside, man. I don't know who it is. And it's almost 2:30 in the morning. So I was saying, like, obviously you can see stuff like there are like gadgets and all stuff like that. You can actually use it, and it can detect hidden cameras and all stuff like that. But obviously this camera stuff, sorry, this phone thing doesn't work. I don't think so. It might work or not. I don't think so. I really don't think it would work. Maybe some special gadgets, they can detect these kind of hidden cameras and stuff like that. There are a lot of things, man. I know a lot of people who've been through these things, who've been through with a lot of creeps. They took their pictures and videos out throughout hidden cameras, and nowadays hidden cameras are really really tough to like detect, because now everything is like very compact and all. So can you hear my audio? Is my audio clear today or not? I forgot to ask, man. Is my audio is clear? Pam, 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 pam. Yeah, it's clear. So, what are the things, bro? Are you tired? I think you've been out all your whole day, and I don't know. Hey, some of you have joined. Please let me know your name and subscribe to the channel so that I can grow. And I make contents about travel blogging, martial arts, and a few other things. And let me know your name so that you can connect, and also tell me where you're from. And the moment when I ask this thing, people disappears. I don't know for the next time should I ask it or not. I wonder what happened to the people who have joined in my previous live streaming. It'll be very interesting to see all of you at in the same day. Like we would have chat. Okay, it's a little getting awkward. Right? Like I said, just 5 people have joined, but I told them to just write down your name, and everybody's disappeared. I think they're hunting for women influencers. Like because I've started seeing other women influencers, and I'm not blaming their content, but I'm blaming all those toxic people. They're just saying please blah blah blah, and they're not even conducting anything. I have seen some creators just starting at the camera, staring at the camera with their mouth shut, doing no activity and getting views. Yeah, exactly. I've seen them as well, man. It is what it is. I think next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I have long hair. I'm gonna hide my face. I'm gonna show my eyes. Maybe I'll put a mascara on my eyes and I'll pretend that I'm a woman. Okay, and I'll, I'll I'll grab more attention. I'll grab more subscribers. I'll be a scammer. Just kidding, just kidding. I'm not gonna do this thing. These are like cheap tricks. I'm not. I'm not here to do cheap tricks, but I'm just making fun of it. So maybe that's how I'll get subscribers and all stuff like that. Again, I'm just kidding, man. I'll work hard. I'll work hard. I'll speak more. I'll get genuine followers. That's the only thing left to do. Joking, obviously, I'm also joking. Do you know about the platform called Omega, something like that? I don't know how to pronounce it. Back in my days, like back in my days when I was in college, I was studying in college. This platform was famous. I think still they have it. It's the live streaming, but yeah, it shut down. JJ on the go. How was the DD party last night? What is DD party, bro? Hey JJ, what is DD party? What is DD party, man? Can you please elaborate? Like, what is DD party, and where you from, bro? Yeah, it just shut down. I didn't know Omegle was down or not. Do you know what will be the reason behind it? Like, is that like temporarily or officially they have closed that platform? Uh, Hello, 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 hello. Hey man, you speak. He's speaking of what? He's speaking of Epstein Island. What is that stuff? Oh man, are you guys speaking in some kind of code word? Because I have no idea about it. It's a party where men eat corn the long way. Uh, no idea what you're talking about. Okay, where you from, bro? JJ and Osel Tamga. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Please let me know you from, and please subscribe to my channel. Las Vegas. Las Vegas. Nice place, man. Nice place. Never been there. I don't know whether I'll be able to go there or not. Maybe. I don't think so. Please subscribe to my channel and thank you also. Thank you for subscribing. It really means a lot. And I make contents about travel blogging, sometimes martial art, sometimes cooking, multiple things. But nowadays I'm only concentrating on creating blogging videos. Recently, I have completed my small, tiny, peeny, little lousy Southeast trip where I was covering Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and of course my own country. Unfortunately. It's okay. So that's what I did, and very soon I'm thinking to go back again. I'll hit the road. So today we're talking about what are the gadgets that I'm gonna use in my next trip. These are the some of the stuff that I've purchased. So some of the stuff I have purchased, some of the stuff I'm able to get out of my system. Like long story, I've already explained. Do you still work on guitar? How do you know that I play guitar? Uh, I don't make guitar related videos these days, but I'm thinking to make comeback in it in a good way. I think we spoke few days ago, right? If I'm not wrong. Yeah, but I'm thinking to come back. I'm thinking to come back. Actually, I'm thinking to make a cover song. I'm thinking to make a cover song about two cover songs actually. Yes, now I remember. I think you have recently came back. I think you have like subscribed few days back in my guitar videos. Yeah. So I was saying I'm thinking to make two more cover songs. First will be Autumn Leaf by Nat King Cole, but I wanted to give it a my essence in it. Like obviously it won't be like a proper cover. I will obviously gonna put some essence, but let's see. Most probably the bass guitar will be in the main, and second will be Strangers in the Night. Strangers in the Night by the Sinatra, by Frank Sinatra. That's what I'm thinking to come up with. So I've been arranging the drum tracks recently. Not recently, actually. I've spoiled my old MIDI keyboard, and um I don't think that I'm gonna purchase it because obviously it's gonna be expensive and all stuff like that again, and I don't even use it frequently. So I was trying to get free, drum loops and stuff like that. When I'll get it, I'll come back with it. I'll just come back with a bang. That's what I'm thinking. Because music is something that I cannot let go. This is the same commentator who was asking about guitar. Yeah, and now I remember. Yes, yes. Do you use BandLab? Yes, I do have BandLabs. But for me, personally, I was using M Audio's MIDI, and with that MIDI, making drum tracks were really easier for me. But BandLab, I try to use that, but it a little confusing for me, to be honest. Do you use BandLab, by the way? Are you using BandLab? Like, do you have any suggestions? Please do let me know about it. Are you using BandLab? I think you're already asking me about that they also like to play something for you. I think for you, just for you, I think I'm gonna make one at least one video for you, man. Like, what do you want me to play? Like, do you want me to play any covers? Please suggest any jazz, old song, old jazz, because jazz is my forte. Maybe I can play, or do you want me to give you some kind of lessons, scales, or something like that? Maybe you can work on it as well. And do you have the audio plugin for guitar? Started using BandLab? No, I don't have any audio plugins for my guitar. Mostly, if I want a patch or something, I normally use my pedals. And for audio recording, I use Focusrite's sound card, and I have Cubase in my laptop. So you want me to play any songs? I'll make a video for you, especially like let me know. What are the gadgets do you use, man? Let me know. And where you from, bro? Like last time, I don't think that I have asked you like where you from, which country you belong to, and where you watching my content. Okay. Anyone there? Is anyone there? Okay. Live streaming. Those who have just joined, please do typing. I guess. Yeah. India. Which part of India you're from, bro? Okay. And let me check. Meanwhile, you are typing your stuff. Let me go and check out other content creators, and I want to know what they're doing. Little sneak peek of others. Okay. Maharashtra. Okay, nice, bro. Nice, nice. How long you been playing, bro? How long you been playing your instruments? Sorry for Mister. It's okay. Doesn't matter. I always make this kind of silly mistakes all the time. So I'm no one to judge you. Maharashtra. Nice place, man. Never been there. Although I used to live in Goa for like 4 or 5 years. 1 year. And what's your instrument? I assume maybe you are playing guitar. Okay, and seems like you are too much into music. Like you are really enthusiastic about music, right? And who do you listen to, like in personal life? Who is your favorite band? Do you have any favorite artists? Who makes you play the guitar? Like who is inspiring you to play the guitar? I don't know. Okay, guitar plus bass. Okay, and those who just joined, please subscribe so that I can grow. Guitar and bass, nice, 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 man, nice. I hope you grow in music. And what is your favorite genre? Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. Oh, sorry, like this song is one of my favorite songs. I really enjoy this song whenever I get to hear that song. Rock, nice, bro. Rock is something every player, everyone starts with the rock, and if you stick to the music for next few years, probably you're gonna end up somewhere between classical and old school blues and jazz. That's what happened with me when I started. I started listening to Brian Adams. That's why my last name is Adams, because he's like a father figure to me. And throughout the years, after listening to Brian Adams a lot, I slowly switched into hard rock stuff like ACDC, Guns N' Roses, Creed, Alter Bridge, Bon Jovi, stuff like that. And after that, I moved to metal, Lamb of God, Metallica, Pantera, and Black Sabbath, also Black Sabbath, and stuff like that. And later, I end up in blues, and now jazz is something which makes me crazy. Like jazz is something which gives me freedom, I'll say. But it's up to you. Like everybody have their different taste. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is good. It's up to you. But personally, I love jazz, man. Obviously, rock is good. Like there was a time I used to swing a lot of rock. I was also in in a part of. To be honest, rock equals to beginner level. Jazz is the final boss. I don't know why it feels like that. Yeah, that's kind of true because I can give you the precise answer. I'll say rock, pop. I'm not saying they're bad. Like they are like popular music, of course. Rock, of course. The pros about rock and roll and popular music is that they are really rich. They're very rich because everybody is into that genre. And composing a rock song is much easier as compared to jazz music because there is one saying, like if rock musician plays four chords in front of 1,000 crowd, but a jazz musician play 4,000 chords in front of four people. That's sad but true. And jazz has like different scales. Like jazz is like it's the open world, and rock is like too much choreographed, I'll say, in a right manner. It's really choreographed. You know exactly what is coming. First they're like intro, and then pre-chorus, sorry, intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, obviously solo. Same thing's gonna repeat, and at the end obviously it'll end up like the solo and stuff like that. And people do really enjoy this stuff. But Jazz is something unpredictable. That's what I love about jazz. Why I started loving jazz first when I heard about jazz, more fingering rock rocks like just one chord. Yeah, exactly. It's just coordinated. You know exactly what's gonna happen. There will be intro, like I said, intro, chorus, verse, blah blah blah. But jazz is unpredictable. Like what I'm about to say, like listen to that song called, like I was saying, Autumn Leaves. Just listen to the same old track, Autumn Leaves by different artists. It was composed by, I think it was performed by Nat King Cole, but it was written and composed by somebody else. Okay, I'll talk about it later about that title, Autumn Leaf. Just listen to the same track, Autumn Leaves by Sinatra, Nat King Cole, Chad Baker, Eric Clapton, and the list goes on and on. And you'll see the differentiations because every other artist played their part in it. Are you still here? Okay, I thought you may have left. So if you listen to it, like you'll see the differentiations. Like Chad Baker played an entirely different version of it, and Nat King Cole's version was simple and nice and soothing. Obviously, Clapton, although he's a blues musician and all, but he did a fantastic work in it. His version was really epic as well. Like every time when I hear same old jazz track, it's completely sounds different. But I'm not targeting any genre, not any, but any other genre except for the Western classical and also the Indian classical. They're not giving me this thing. So whenever I listen to a jazz, even though if it's a small bar where whether they're playing jazz music or anything, when I enter the place, if I tell them to play my favorite song, they comes up with a whole different version of it, and that's what surprises me. So that's what excites me personally. That's what inspires me as well. Because you can be a creator just right where you can compose right playing live in front of people, man. That's the best part about it. It's not coordinated. It's not, you know, what do you call this stuff? It's not the same like other genres. Like that's what I wanted to say. Nothing controversy, no controversy. I totally respect. Yeah, there's the power of improvisation. Yeah, obviously there's the power of improvisation. There's the power of creativity. I'm really glad that you simply understood, man. I don't think so that you were playing guitar for like 1 year. I don't think so, bro. I think you were playing for like many years, because within a year, I don't think so. People will understand you. Like they would have fought with me by now, but you're not. Tell me honestly, you've been playing for like how long? Just be honest with me. I don't think so. It's been a year or only. And how old are you, bro? Like the artist Santana is cool too. Crazy the way he used to compose great songs back in that time. Like what? Okay, Black Magic Woman, and I'm not able to read that. Corazon, Cora, Corazon, tongue twister for me. Black Magic Woman, obviously I'm familiar with that thing. Really, for 1 year, and you know that much into, and I'm sure you're gonna grow, man. Within a year, you were able to understand power of improvisation and like about the depths of jazz. I'll say, man, you'll do good, man. Who is your inspiration? Like, how come you started like knowing this genre? Like, is there someone in your family who inspired you or who have introduced you to this music stuff and or like who explained you this things? Because mostly first year, normally people are stuck playing their exercises. How come you know about improvisation? Like, I just listen to music, okay, okay, and Corazon Espinaldo, okay, okay. Okay, that's nice. Like, is there anyone who inspired you in your family, or is your parents come from a music background or something? And Stephen, do write me down the name of the song that you just mentioned, because I never heard about it. I wanted to give it a try. So just text me on my WhatsApp. I'll check into it. Let me search my Let me search my ashtray. I don't know where I kept it. I performed live in the 11th month of practice. That's really nice, bro. But who is your inspiration? Like, is there someone in your family helped you to learn music or get inspired, or they're from music background or something, or you just discovered your instrument by yourself? Like, what was your roots? I perform. Okay, what was your root, man? What was your root, man? Like, and Stephen, do okay, you have already texted me. Thanks, bro. I'm gonna listen to it. Okay, sure, definitely. I'm gonna give it a look. Okay, Corazon Espinado. Is that a Spanish song? Music teacher. Okay, nice, nice, nice. And like, how you're learning music? Like, do you have any? Are you doing great, or you're just taking personal lessons from any teacher? That's interesting, man. When I was learning music for a year back in 2009, I don't think so that I was back then. I was like focusing into covers. Mostly, I was listening to Adams, Creed, Alter Bridge, stuff like that. My teacher, he was a nice man, and he is the one who introduced me to metal music, Western metal music. Earlier than that, I was more into like pop era, but he actually helped me out back then. In my days, you'll be shocked to know. I don't know how old you are right now. Let me know your age if it's possible. Like, I assume maybe you are around your um. I think you were around your teenage. I'm not wrong if I'm not wrong. My inspiration song, Iron Man. Nice, 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 man. The epic song, man. They are the creator of metal music, man. Black Sabbath, the famous British band, and I think I still owe one of their T-shirt. Yeah, I think I still have it. From their album called 13th. I think 13th album was released in 2012 or 2013. I think I don't remember, but I had an actual CD of it. You know, Ozzy Osbourne is epic, man. I used to, I was really fond of the way he looks, man. Like in my days, like, I used to paint my nails black because of Ozzy, man. Ozzy, like, yeah, he's epic, man. He's an epic artist, man. Okay, and Steven, are you still there? And do you guys have any questions? Like, let me know. It's like, okay, Sam, okay, Black Sabbath, Metallica, Lamb of God, and few more bands will be playing on 5th. Where, bro? Oh, fuck. They're coming to India? Black Sabbath is coming to India, man. You should have told me, like, last time in 2011, I've seen Metallica for the first time. They played for the first time ever in India, and I was lucky enough to catch them live. Not in India, unfortunately. Oh man, fuck man, fuck man. I was pumped for a second, man. I thought they're gonna come to India. Like, I was like, oh my god. I think Lamb of God already played couple of times back in 2010 and 12. I know that they played in Bangalore, but after that, I don't know. Do they also have a retro comeback theme? Bro, send me the links, bro. I need to check them out, man. Do send me those links. I really need to check them out, man. And these are like the things I used to listen in my childhood. And so obviously it's gonna be a nostalgia attack for me. Okay, definitely. Sure, bro. Sure, sure. Thanks, man. Thanks. Metallica, and I hope they'll do some live sessions here in India, man. Metallica have played it once in their life, and I was lucky enough back then to check them in Bangalore, and there were like two concerts supposed to be played, supposed to be organized here in India, but in Delhi, what happened in 2011 is the Delhi's organizers. I'm sorry, they haven't completed the things which their manager asked them to do. There were like lights and all, like, but they didn't got all the lights and all, so they got angry and they decided not to play in Delhi. But the crowd was already there, and they started throwing stones, throwing things, breaking things in that area. The- and the show got cancelled. The band needs to perform here, obviously, man. But I'm glad at least the rock session is back. But mostly back in 2009 to 12 or 13, there are like good scenarios for bands in India. But in recent years, after 14 15, like 14 15 to 2021 2022, like things were not that happening much. But again, that rock session, the rock fever came back. And recently, as you have seen, so many bands are performing here. I think it's gonna grow, man, and this will also help a lot of local bands like us to grow. Because the rock scene is dying, and jazz is something you cannot even ask here in India, man. Very less playing in India, less places in India. They have good jazz. Otherwise, it's really hard to find. I was in Kerala for like 2 3 weeks last time, and there were no single jazz bands, man. Mostly they're like Hindi rock and roll stuff like that, Bollywood stuff like that. And it makes me feel cringe. What's your opinion on the modern music scene? On like whatever is for it's gonna be a little controversial, man. It's gonna be a little controversial. First, as I was growing up, I hated it, to be honest. I really don't like. I'm kind of an old school person, I live. I'm a old soul as well, For me, I cannot understand the techno stuff like that. But now, like some stuff, I started adopting it, and it's okay. Like once in a blue moon, it's okay. But personally, my head is stuck in 1930s. Modern song, modern song sucks. Yeah, in a short way, I'll agree with Stephen. And if it's coming out of some kind of creativity, I don't care like whether you're playing an instrument, whether you're just composing it on your MIDI or on your laptop or whatever. If it's creativity, I'll still appreciate. But if it's vulgarity, if it's like showing tits, saying nonsense words, womanizing words, I'm not gonna support that thing. And mostly these days they're mostly focus in this kind of things, cheesy love songs. I'm not against of love songs, to be honest, because if I go back to that old jazz era, there are good love songs, especially like Nat King Cole, Sinatra. They played a lot of good love songs. Also Dean Martin. They have a lot of good love songs. But nowadays love songs is all about womanizing and praising a woman's body, praising a woman's figure, which I completely don't understand. I don't understand. I'm never gonna be a fan of it. I cannot tolerate this kind of stuff where when people mostly speak about their figures and all stuff like that. They're like dancers and all. If you know how to play an instrument, if the creator know how to play the instrument, there's the person doesn't need dancers to move their hips in a music video to promote it. But unfortunately, people are mostly into this kind of things. If it's a love song talking about a heartbreaking scenario, people gonna watch it, they're gonna love it, and it is what it is. Obviously it's sad but true. But I cannot support that thing. What do you think about the modern songs? I ask you the same question back. What's your opinion about it? Endless Love by Diana Ross, one of the best love song I have heard till date. Yeah, Diana Ross, just never get age. Yeah, I agree. Have you heard about Diana Washington? I think you have seen me. You have already saw me posting her songs in my Instagram or everywhere I post. I'm a big fan of Diana Washington. I also have a picture of her over there. And have you ever heard of Diana Washington? If you haven't, I can suggest you some. Okay, Fade to Black is my favorite power ballad. Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. That's a good power song by Metallica, Fade to Black. I was lucky enough to see them live. I think I can show you a picture of me back in my days in Bangalore when I was able to see Metallica. Let me take it out on my from my Facebook. It'll take a little time because it's like 13 years ago. But I'm sure that I still have it. And I was lucky enough back then to catch them live, man. I was so fortunate. And in Bangalore, when they're about to play and things were not uncertain, yes, I did. I saw Metallica live in 2011, 31st October. And that's the only time when they played music. Sorry, when they played live music in India. And that was the first and the last time till now. Okay, let me take a take a, let me find it out. Where is it? Okay, I got it. I got the album. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm about to show you guys something. Please do not laugh at me. That's how I used to look back in 2011. Don't laugh at me. And that's the banner that I've made before I went to the concert. Just to show them our support. I said, wrote down Metallica, we love you. And I went with my roommate, and that was the arena. Obviously, back then, man, I had only Micromax, one small Micromax phone. It had I think 2 megapixel, or I think 2 megapixel camera. Obviously, the photo will be disaster, man. Yeah, these are the photos. You can barely see the people there. These are the photos, man. Back in the days, you can still find it in my Facebook. I haven't even kept any. You know. Okay, I think this is Rob playing the bass here. Maybe you can figure it out. Yeah, cool banner. Yeah, thanks, bro. Damn, yeah, bro. And it was exhausting, man. But before Metallica started playing, there was one more band called Beefy Cairo. I think I don't know if you know them. I think they're from Sweden, and they also did a pretty good job, bro. And everybody was so hyped over there because we were very like nobody knew that whether they're going to perform or not. Because in Delhi, the manager actually cancelled it because stage manager of Metallica required for some special lighting and all, but Indian organizers didn't fulfill their requirements, so they got upset and they decided not to play, and the crowd was devastated after that, and they started throwing stones and all. They actually broke the whole arena. There were like fights between the police and the organizers and the crowd. And they decided like those who have purchased the ticket, they can return the ticket, and if someone can go to Bangalore and use the same ticket for the one they purchased for Delhi, and they can still use it. And that's why so many people gathered within one day in Bangalore, and there were like huge crowd in front of the arena. Arena was like back then in Bangalore there was a place called Palace Compound, and that's where they used to organize all those big concerts. It's a big place, and when we entered that arena, and there were like huge queue which goes till 1 kilometer, man, and we actually crossed it, and it was so exhausting because they started performing very late, and there were also raining and all, too much crowd, it was pushing. That's definitely Rob. Yeah, bro. And I think also have Kirk's photo somewhere. Kirk, yeah, I think, yeah. I think it's, yeah. Somehow you can figure it out. Somehow. So sorry for the quality, but obviously back in the time there were no good cameras. Only like iPhone 4, I think, was there. I think iPhone 4 or 5 was there, but obviously back then buying iPhone was like a privilege, and I was in my I was studying, so obviously my parents wouldn't approve of that. Like, so I was saying, and it was so exhausting, and everyone was pushing around, and there were like lack of water, but luckily the organizers were kind enough to pass water bottles. So there were like few water bottles they were like passing around in between the crowd, and it was so exhausting, man, but it was worth of a fortune to be in that gig, to experience them for the first time of that entire generation. I think I was feeling little, emotional while saying this thing. I was 17 years old back then. Just wonderful memories, never ending. Yeah, bro, that's definitely, it's the experience, man. Like life lasting experience, I'll say. Which I and the moment when they played my favorite song of that time, still today, if you ask me like what's my Metallica's favorite song, obviously there will be nothing else matter, man. There is no way that I'll ever. I think you can see James somehow James at Phil. Yeah, man. Yeah. This picture is little better than the old one. Gems at Field, man. Gems at Field. But you can definitely like figure out the way Rob look here again. Ah, man, dude. I think that's it for today, man. Because I haven't. There are like after Mandy, I think nobody have subscribed. No one new have subscribed or even initiated any conversation. So it's better like if I end this live streaming. Obviously, like today I'm not able to complete. Really cool, bro. Yeah, bro. So today I'm not able to complete my right target here. It's okay. There is always a next time. So what I'm saying is, I think I'm gonna end this live session right now, and maybe if you guys have time, Steven and Osil. I think I'm not. I hope that I'm able to pronounce your name. And Mandy, if you're listening, please come back again here next time. We'll have a good conversation. It's always good to know and good to speak to you guys, man. Like I was saying last time, like why I haven't started doing these live streams, man. Especially when I'll be in my trip, there will be days, when there will be no one around me, no one to speak. Obviously, I had these kind of days of so many times in my trips, and but this time I'm really happy, and I'm really glad that if I wanted to speak, if I'm feeling lonely, if I'm like I wanted to talk to you guys, talk to some people, I'll be doing live streams, and you guys will be there like a family, and obviously I can speak my heart out, also can listen to you what's going on around in your life and all. I'll get, I won't be lonely, I won't be alone while having my trips. So a big thanks to Stephen, big thanks to all those people who are here talking to me throughout this times. Yeah, bro. And especially I'll be needing you next time in my live, sorry, in my trips. And obviously I'll do more live streaming, because I started enjoying this live streaming, because you guys, obviously there are like not many people, but those who are like Osel, like Mandy, like that, like Farhan, all those people who have joined Stephen, all that. I'm obviously Stephen is a very good friend of me, obviously. So like like those who have joined for and spoke your heart out, you guys, I'll be keep staying in touch with you, and if you can, do follow me on Instagram, and I'll follow you back for sure. It's not that I'm just taking people out, so I'm gathering people for my followers. No, No, that's not my purpose. If you can follow me on Instagram, I'll follow you back. Like I always say, I'll follow you back, and we can also have these conversations over there. I'm always, you know, frequently active in Instagram, and in my trips, obviously, I'll be conducting more live streaming. And if I needed to speak to someone, first priority will be coming to my live stream and talk my heart out. So that's it for today, guys. Those who have just joined, okay, come back again next time. And thanks those who have been with me till starting. Thank you so much. So I'll see you next time, guys. Ciao.